Okay, welcome to the Nebraska Tech Collaborative Talent Builders webinar. I'm Shauna Dorsey, Executive Director here. And I'm really excited to have the Center for People team or members of the Center for People team with us today to talk about their new talent marketplace. But before we do that, just a quick rundown of this. It's about 30 minutes today. And if folks have questions, if they're there, we'll answer them. If not, we will have this available online later, and you can comment in the chat on the video post. So anyway, Michaela Carter, great to have you here. Will you please introduce yourself and then your team?
Yes, absolutely. Well, Shauna, thank you so much for inviting us here. We're thrilled to share our talent marketplace. This has really been in the works for the past year and a half. And so to be able to talk about a rollout and to share with everyone what this is truly an exciting time for us. I'm joined today by two of my colleagues. I have Shannon Meyer here, who is our Director of Education and Training. And I have Michaela Waverka, who's the Director of our Talent Marketplace. So I'll introduce a little bit of it, and then I'll turn it over actually to Michaela, who'll do the presentation piece. But just to share a little bit about who I am and kind of how we arrived at where we're at today. I exited a year and a half ago, a 21-year career in banking. And so coming here as Executive Director of the Center for People, I recognized very quickly that there were some amazing opportunities to take all of the things I learned in business and in that talent recruitment, that talent development piece of the space that I worked within banking, and bring it here to the Center for People. Our mission here at the Center for People is to provide support to low-income individuals through economic opportunities, training, development, and then to provide them those economic opportunities to get them out of poverty. And so we looked at ways on how that would work, and we developed our talent marketplace, which aligns employers of choice with employees of choice. So really, we do the heavy lifting by providing that training, that development, that skills gap. We're addressing that skills gap component. We're providing that here at the Center for People, and we're aligning our population and our community with employers of choice. And those are those individuals, those companies, those corporations that are socially responsible. Just to provide you some numbers, we here at the Center for People serve over 2,200 unduplicated families a week. Last year in 2023, that's 16,000 individuals that we served. And I put that a little bit into perspective. I grew up in Alliance, Nebraska, a little small town out in western Nebraska. That's double the population of my hometown that we serve here. And of those 2,200 individuals, 90% of them are working. So it's not the notion that people need to get jobs. It's not that notion. It's just the notion that they don't have a livable wage, let alone a thriving wage. And so we wanted to address that. And we did that by our talent marketplace. So I'll turn it over to Michaela, and she'll tell you a little bit more about it.
Awesome. I'm going to share my screen. So we are really excited to talk about Talent Marketplace. So a little bit about who we are. So we provide services and programs to low-income people that addresses their basic needs. And our vision is to build connections that break the cycles of poverty. And we really value that we solution differently, driven by integrity, innovation, and resilience. And so really who we is our community, are the faces right here pictured. So I want to talk about our pathways. We look at our pathways in 4 different sections that are high demand, high pay, and high skill. In the skilled trade, business, healthcare, and technology. And you can join one of our pathways by involving yourselves in one of our programs. EduTech really prepares people in the technology pathway. Our POP scholarship is our People Obtaining Prosperity Scholarship, which is our partnership with Southeast Community College that makes it able for students to earn associate's degree at no cost to them. We have our Opening Doors program that helps justice impacted people go back into the workforce. and REAP, which is our Refugee Education Assistance Program that provides education and career connections to our new Americans here in Nebraska. Here's just a few of our certifications that we offer here at the center or at Southeast Community College. This isn't an all-inclusive list, but here's just a few of them. And what's really cool about these certifications is we have non-traditional students. And so we have single mothers, we have families, we have people who are returning to school. And so we want to bring these certifications and these classes to them in very non-traditional ways, which is online, in the classroom, and even through virtual reality. So you can earn these certifications here at the center or at Southeast Community College. And since we are just recently became a new learning institution of Southeast Community College, you can be working on your certification in the front of our building and getting your associate's degree in the back of the building. So we're really excited about all of that. And so what we also do is career development, which is those professional development services, which is the soft skills, working on communication and teamwork and leadership. We also help prepare our community and our learners for interviews by putting on mock interviews where we can really help individuals be themselves when they're and feel confident when they're in interviews. And we have mock interviews going on today. And so it's really exciting. We have our resume coaching where we can either empower you to create your own resume or help you fine tune yours to really highlight those skills that you have existing or that you reskilled or upskilled right here at the center. So what is an employee of choice? That is somebody who has reskilled or upskilled here at the center and has also committed to the following: a very strong work ethic, someone who adapts quickly to change, who can excel in teamwork and has a lot of positive relationships, who's committed to growth and continued learning, displays leadership qualities, and of course, makes the workplace a better place to be. I want to give you an example of one of our employees of choice that has come from the center, and this is Mr. Tran. And Tran came to us in 2001 when he took our soft skills training and did some other certifications. And then when he was eligible for work, he was quickly snagged by a local restaurant and was even quicker promoted to management. And he decided he's a lifetime learner. He decided he wanted to go back to school and get his nail tech degree. And when he graduated, his first stop was back at the center with us to celebrate with a Facebook post and let us know that he's moving to Fremont and that his current employer didn't want to lose him. So they're going to keep him on for big events like Husker games. And then, of course, he volunteered the rest of his day here at the center. So for people who are lifetime learners like Tran, we have classes for that, where you can take our financial literacy class for education groups. You can also participate in our alumni groups if you've been a POP scholar or anything else with us. We have 2 ELL classes, 2 levels, which are levels 1 and 2, where if English isn't your first language and learning about American culture. We have our teaching kitchen and nutrition assistance, which will really help you prepare new foods that you receive from the distribution line to help stretch your budget. And then we have our community workshops, which is anything from our free legal clinics to our gardening essential classes. And you receive support. So here at the center, we want to walk beside you. We want to go through this journey with you, and we want to knock down barriers that are in your way, which could be computer access. And so we want to provide our learners access to computers so that they can get on their courses and do studying and work on their certificates. most of our programs, they have fuel vouchers so that there aren't any barriers getting to and from any campus location that you need. And we also provide bus passes. We have our weekly food distribution where, like Michaela said, we serve 2,200 families a week. We also do diaper distribution for children from birth to 3 years old, where you can collect monthly diapers. And then we have our career engagement specialists that will walk alongside of you every step of the way, really helping you pave your path. So everything I'm talking about, that's Talent Marketplace. That is our community, and it'll live on our web-based platform where employees of choice can highlight their skills of that they're OSHA certified, that they completed an apprenticeship, that they're an employee of choice, our digital badges that we've vetted these employees, and that we've also vetted these employers of choice, what they're looking for, what pathway they are in. So what is an employer of choice? An employer of choice is our pre-vetted, socially responsible employers who have made the commitment for career growth and advancement for their employees, that have competitive benefits, that have a safe and inclusive work environment, that employees are excited to be there, to work there, and of course, that livable wage, that thriving wage for people. I want to give you an example of one of our employers of choice, and that's Bauer Underground. And they're an employer of choice because they have pathways for career growth. They have locations all over Nebraska, and they do multiple different things from drilling, excavation, utility repair, and placement. They value keeping their employees and customers safe. They're an inclusive work environment. They have very competitive benefits, and they score high on their employee satisfaction rating. And their starting wage is $22 an hour. And so this is somebody who we say is a choice employer and who we want to match our people with. So what else you get with your talent marketplace is our dedicated support staff. You have our executive director who will recruit and qualify employers of choice. You get access to our director of education and training, Shannon Meyer, who will develop and train our employees of choice. You get me, the director of talent marketplace, who will provide employer education and recruitment, and Andrew Bartels, who will continue those connections with our current employees and employers to make sure everybody on all sides are taken care of. So why Talent Marketplace? What's different? We are different because we want to address that workforce gap. We want to fill shortages in high demand fields, those high paying jobs, high skill, high demand, high wage. We are going to do the hard work. We're going out there and we're pre-vetting employers, and we're asking employers to be here, and we'll match you with employees that are also up on that level. We create a safety net for both the job seekers and employers. And we want to reduce poverty through training and reduce exploitation of our marginalized groups. And of course, it's awesome with our digital badges where you can highlight an individual's achievement, and also the employer can highlight some awesome things about their company. So when you're investing in Talent Marketplace, you're investing more than just in an online platform. You're investing in feeding 220 families weekly. You're investing in somebody's second chance or next step. You're helping provide 482 associate's degrees. You're investing in our non-traditional students, in their new beginnings, in somebody's first resume, in creating connections. You're investing in 450,000 clean diapers. What you're investing in is our future workforce. And so thank you so much. That's Talent Marketplace.
Yeah, that's really exciting. And so my understanding is that the platform is for individuals served by Center for People and then employers that are selected. Is that correct? Like that's the two audiences?
Yes, that is correct, Shauna. We will have both audiences coming together and sharing space. The features and the benefits and the features will be a little bit different based on if you're an employer of choice or if you're an employee of choice, but both will have a very comprehensive support system that will be there built in for both. And then that alignment will take place in the middle.
Okay, so I can see a lot of potential for a platform like this beyond the walls of Center for People. So just really curious about your thoughts of expanding it out to maybe some sort of, now I'm like just projecting and ideating here, but some sort of a subscription model or something like that for outside participants.
Yeah, absolutely. We would love to grow it past the walls of the Center for People. But of course, as we're mission driven, we want to make sure that we're serving our community first
Yeah.
as we look at really driving home our interest in that economic independence for our community. But yes, absolutely. Above and beyond that, we definitely see this as a subscription that others will be able to utilize and be able to hopefully align their missions with as well.
Great. And so for the badging opportunities that you talked about a bit, I should just ask this question. So are any of the resources outside of the matching piece, but are any of the resources available to the community, or are they all for Center for People?
No, it's open to the community. Absolutely. You know, we're going to be doing, so part of, you know, our rollout schedule in 2024 is that marketing piece and going out and advocating and sharing this message on what we offer. Of course, it's easier to do it right here at this with, you know, with the population that we're serving, but 100%, we want to open this out to the community. We have a meeting next week with the Lincoln Public Schools Foundation, letting them know about this program. The Department of Corrections is another population that we are doing presentations with. So again, we're getting the word out because we would like to invite the community into this space.
Mm-hmm.
There's a need. I mean, there's a need for qualified, there's quality employees, and there's a need for that bridge between that talent gap and really getting people into those jobs and that economic independence. And so we want to be there and we want to serve.
Mm-hmm. That's really great. Okay, let me see if I have any more questions. I have many, but you know, because it is really so great. So is it available today? So if we are recommending employers to be kind of vetted to see if they qualify as an employer of choice, can they get into the platform today and start meeting candidates?
So it is open. We have been working on it, but we are doing a warm rollout right now where we're testing it with some different employers of choice. Bauer Underground, Michaela recognized earlier. We're testing it with them first, and then we will be having a launch here Q2 of 2024. But it is built, it is ready, we're excited about it, but we want to work out all the kinks in advance of really rolling it out.
Makes sense, and doing it with trusted partners makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
You know, they'll help you out there.
Yeah.
That's really great. Great. Is there anything else that you'd like to share? Are there ways that people can support you as you roll this out?
Well, it is a membership. We are still working also on our schedule fees and charges. So there is a fee associated with it, a membership fee to be part of this. We want it to be robust enough where that ROI is very much in place. And so once we get that out there, we're looking for folks to utilize it, to find it beneficial, to find it valuable, and we'll be recruiting employees and employers of choice to be able to join it. We have a lot of the employees of choice already in place, but it's really going to be those employers of choice. So we want it to be mutually beneficial for both connecting points.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's really great. Okay, we'll open it up for questions. It looks like we do have an attendee here. So
well, wonderful.
Here, Karen, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat if you're comfortable there. That's fine. But I really am excited for you all to get this launch, get people on the platform, and we'll do whatever we can to support that. So
Well, Shauna, you've been an amazing support throughout, so thank you. You've been a tremendous connector for us. And you have posed a lot of really great and valuable, questions along the way to help us get to where we're at. So thank you. You've been along for the journey with us, so thank you.
This has been awesome. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions, but again, thank you to the Center for People team. I will get this posted here by the end of the week, and then we'll
Lovely.
just share it and have people reach out to you guys with any questions.
Absolutely, Shauna, we'd love that.
Okay, stay on with me. I'm going to stop the recording and
Okay.
here we go. Thank you.
Thank you.